The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor.
And soldier!
I would be lost, drifting along, floating up high, time after time, and there you'd be, shining brightly, your smiling face to guide my way. Bloody and bruised, brought to my knees when beaten down and broken up. You would appear, reach out to me, heal every wound and make me whole. Was it all a dream? Will I never know? Foolish and blind, do everything. Realized, had I thought it through, would you be here in my embrace? Shine bright, once more, guide me to you. Smile bright, once more. This time, I'll never let you go. With your every smile, hiding something more, dark mysteries lurking beneath. But I was consumed with this emptiness, this selfishness, this void to fill. Hear me once more. Show me your smile. This time for sure, I'll say the truth in a tiny chance. But I know that you're like gold. But I will go on. Howling and hollow. Howling and
Hi guys. What are you guys doing? What's going on? Hi. Good evening. Good morn for noon. How's everybody doing? Susie Spellkey, The Great Said, Phantom, Robo Hubby, Sky Serpent 14, Nightbot. How's everyone doing? Fletcher Moose,
Let's dance, asshole.
Gen 7. How's Gen 7 in the chat? How are you doing? You sad? I'm sad. I'm sad. We'll get into that later. We'll get into why it's a travesty what's happened. Jack Example Esquire. Thank you, Fletcher Moose, for the sub. Man, 11 months? Man. You want a Before Crisis remaster now? Before Crisis reunion? What could a Before Crisis remaster be called? I can tell you that Crisis Core Reunion is like the most arbitrary title. Like you could even when asked about it, it's like, well, they're the characters are all coming together, reunion, yay. But then like everybody knows reunion happens later. Like it's the event that sort of doesn't really start happening at all until like I guess kind of the end. You know what I mean? Oh no, it's Santa. He returns in the form of a lore master. That's right. Before Crisis release. That's good. Santa shaved. I did shave. It was bothering me, the facial hair. I'm sorry. I'll regrow it. I know that infuriates people when I do things like that. You know. But how's everybody doing? What's going on with have you guys been on Twitter lately? Oof. Twitter's a fucking shit show, am I right? Like holy balls. You know what I mean? Right now, let's see. I've got about 20 people in chat. It says I have 3 viewers. So for the people in chat that aren't watching, just watch. I'm just kidding. I know that's not how it works. Ali D. So it's been 1 week since we got news from this very chat. from this very chat, we had our good, our ally, our friend, Lieutenant Birdman, guaranteed us that we would have a secret ending patched into the game by now. And we got a patch this morning. Tell you what, we got a patch. We did. We got a patch this morning. Yeah. It was 7.5 megs, and we'll go over the changes. But I think it might be prudent for all of you to keep your expectations low. Is it choppy for anybody else? Like my camera? Oh, that's weird. It's probably fine. Just a bit. Well, let me change some settings live. Because that always works great. I've noticed, you know? That's better, whatever. Yeah, I got this ridiculous strobe light in the back. I thought it would be festive, but it might be. Yeah, the cat did come in. I got cats. They are here. They exist. Here, we're gonna try something. We're gonna switch over to my my other thing here. Oh man. Okay, wait. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this morning I was so distracted by the fact that there was this patch that took the best parts of the game out that I didn't notice the Stranger of Paradise final DLC trailer, and so I'm going to watch that live with you guys now. So let's react to the Stranger of Paradise DLC together. Okay. Uh-oh. Different future.
What the heck is this thing?
A Moogle!
I'm a Moogle, Kupo. I have something to ask of you, Kupo. I need
Oh, he's got the
Chaos's
garland
help.
armor on.
Someone's attempting to meddle with this dimension. And not just meddle. They want to erase it for
Finally.
good, Kupo.
Let me guess. Lufenian.
This dimension
And he's
is
got the
hurtling
sword.
toward a terrible future.
Hell yeah.
But I'm here to set
Now
it back
use
on
the-
course to the tomorrow it deserves. The tomorrow where I came from,
It's loud.
Kupo.
Is that better?
I will expel the wicked powers you love so well, and guide this lost star toward the glory Lufenia envisioned. After all, darkness exists only to be banished by the light. Wouldn't you agree?
And you think you're the light? Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, Jack, you fucking tell him.
Are you the one who will be Garland?
Oh, Emperor Mateus? Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. But that's the last one. They can't do a boss rush for the entire... I would love for them to just have all of the villains of the entire series. You know what I mean? Cube Mail HG. Thank you for offering that sweet promotion. Oh no! I accidentally deleted your message, Cube Mail. I hope it wasn't important. All right. Man, Kefka would be great. Kefka would be... Sephiroth would be key, you know? Heather Lacey in chat. How you doing? How you doing? Heather Lacey, probably the first she's seeing of my face since I shaved it. It's smooth. Kefka would be off the dong. Would be off the dong. Have I gone my whole life and not ever heard that phrase before? Off the dong? Is that like a I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna Google this off screen. Dude, I am not... Okay. It's not showing up. So, Ali D. When I Googled off the dong, the first result was everything you need to know about Vietnamese dong. Which is their currency. You guys, it's their currency. You guys. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing great? I like that. That was good. Let's look at it again. Okay, we'll do the play-by-play. It's been a while since I've enjoyed Stranger Paradise. Let's look at it. Okay, I kind of want to look at the actual...
Let me guess. Lufenian.
Okay, so first of all, let's look at the city of Lufenia. Or it's not a city. I thought maybe there was like a cityscape outside, but this is just the same spaceship aesthetic. But okay, we got the sword.
Dimension
That's his sword from Dissidia.
is hurtling toward a terrible future. But I'm here to set it back on course.
Okay.
To the tomorrow it
so
deserves.
We've got a gunner class.
The tomorrow where I came from, Koopa.
Okay, and we just have shooting now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Look, guys. Once we learn how to mod this game, we can just put in Vincent right there, and then we don't have to remake Dirge of Cerberus. Well, look at that!
I will expel the wicked powers you love so well, and guide this lost star toward the glory
The voice... I recognize the voice of the
Lufenia envisioned. After all, darkness exists only to be banished by the light. Wouldn't you agree?
And you think you're the light? Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Are you the one who will be Garland?
Yeah, that's definitely those heels. That's Emperor Matius. I mean, okay, so I think you guys know my thoughts on Stranger of Paradise. Like, I was gonna do a SEAL Team 7 episode on it, but I couldn't it, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't get everybody involved to finish the game. I have issues with the game overall, but it's one of those games that, like, I'm glad that it exists, and I did have fun playing it. Some of its flaws were so overbearing that, like, the map system and just a lot of it was just a really tough game for me to recommend to anybody. And then the lore was it's all kind of through tomes and hodgepodge together. It just doesn't feel like the kind of Final Fantasy that, you know, you can do a ton of deep diving into. Uh, I honestly felt like there was more significant and interesting lore in the Dissidia games by like a mile. But I don't want the series to die. I think that it's like a recipe for something that could be serialized and turned into something interesting. This isn't the only kind of like end of a games as service sort of thing that we've heard about today. Chocobo GP announced its final sort of like season, and then also said that all the microtransaction stuff was going away, which sounded good until you read it. You found out they're actually like stopping the game as a service, you know? You know what I mean? I get a point docked. I wish it was its own thing and not tied to Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, I guess so. Although those games exist, you know. They're just called Neo. But you mean just like general Final Fantasy, like Dissidia, but with Neo combat? Yeah, I mean, if it were less, you know, tied to a single set of characters and like a weird overarching narrative arc, and they didn't go all in on the rights for a Sinatra song, you know, like, you know, I believe the patch deleted Jesus cause Zack doesn't die in the game. They're going to make another patch in the future showing a secret ending. I have no thoughts on your belief. And it's weird though, like since we're talking about Stranger of Paradise that you're talking about Zack. Is Zack in this game? I must have missed that. Okay. So I've never actually formally reacted to the Ever Crisis trailer too. Let's put that in. Yeah, Dissidia could have been really cool, I think. Yeah, you know? Yeah.
何しろ班長は初めてだからよ。
Subtitled.
長い目で見てくれ。
事実はどうあれ、悪評はあっという間に広がるぞ。
無名よりはマシだ。
Hey, it's still there. It's still there, guys. See? A not her possibility. Not her. They continued that focus. Probably nothing more. Okay, let's look at I haven't looked like deeply at the menu and stuff. It looks really solid. Like, so I've played all of the Final Fantasy gachas, and this is the cleanest UI of any of them I've seen. In close second is probably Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Defo is like the best Square gacha there is. Like, Brave Exvius War of the Visions, all of those are like still, I don't think, hold a candle to like the elegance and just like quality of Defo. The aesthetic of Brave Exvius and War of the Visions, though, is like they're their own thing. They're pixely and or they're 16-bit, or they're akin to tactics. But like Defo, I think, has like just a really slick system that even if you start way late, you're not like overwhelmed with all this power creep to try and figure out how to do it. Like if you were to just jump into Brave Exvius or War of the Visions right now, take you a couple of days to figure out how the hell everything works, because that's the way that power creep games go. And so if you guys don't know what power creep is this in gacha games, just in order to like maintain the relevance of new content and keep you financially on the line, they will introduce elements that pretty much phase out previous elements of the games in terms of power scaling. So like if you were to wander into, say, Brave Exvius right now and then drop like $100, you would have a character or a set of characters that are so amazingly overpowered that they will just clear all the early game content in a way that's like not even fun, but Defo has this really like solid progression that's not like overwhelming. And I think part of the reason it's that way is because it has this really elegant UI, like this very, easy to see. Like I can look at this and see everything that I need to see for now. This could obviously get power crept out of relevance, but like right now we've probably got an inventory system, and the way that I would imagine this all works, because if the interviews are still, the way that they are, you get characters and you get the skins for characters based on the weapons, right? So you draw weapons, and the weapons themselves probably give you, your characterization and your party, and certain weapons give you certain, costumes, etc. And then obviously, like, we've got story, so we've got, the story is just based on the games, which is great. Yeah, Opera Omnia, but just FF7. Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be. Like, for real. Look at that. Okay. Oh man, I keep hitting zero, sorry. Okay, let's look at the map here. So right off the bat, so we're in chapter 1 of Crisis Core, and then we've got it sort of based on the location, and then let's see, party characters. So looks like there's probably a party version of it where you play the mission first with a select set of characters, like required characters, and then when you redo it or do a harder version of it, you can play as different characters. So we've got, let's see, I love that the portrait art for Zack right there. It's great. Super exciting. Then we got High Braver, Slashing Thrust. Looks like these have, they just tell us what kind of, affiliated elements there are. This looks probably like some kind of maybe limit. we got Sephiroth. Okay, then we're back to remake or to FF7. Hey sis, man of redhead. So look, it's clear they're still working on some localization. Obviously. This one's a little rude. Shut up, Shinra scum. Okay, I like the energy here. Also, again, I live for these right here. These are great portraits. By the way, this says Shinra Lapdog in Japanese, which they should have just kept. Okay. So this menu is the same as in remake. Okay, so Wedge here, Candy, come on, girl. So this is already a scene that's been in nothing. In no known video games. So we're going to get like kind of a fresh or maybe truncated take on the story through Ever Crisis. Another chance for a remake. Okay, this is super exciting to me. We get to see the Chocobo farm. And I'm going to say it. Some of this stuff looks better than it does in Crisis Core Reunion. Okay, then we've got Aerith with the princess dress. A bunch of people made that into a thing. We got Red 13. So we just got a bunch of randos fighting against. And then I love that. Okay. Let's look at. It almost looks like the Seed outfit. Does even Red 13 have an outfit on? Yeah, I think Red 13 has an outfit on too. I've never noticed that. And it seems to change their portrait too. Here. Let's go back and look at that. We talking Ever Crisis? We are. We are, Captain Cosmic. They said they would be using some remake story elements. I mean, they didn't say it like that, but that is implied with the mess. I've read every single interview on the subject. So they actually, and this is one of those weird things that kind of like, people have kind of stopped talking about, is that they mentioned that there were going to be some new characters introduced in the next part of Remake, which we now know as Rebirth, that would get backstories in Ever Crisis. Yo, Stinky Duck. So blessed to be here. Dude, I'm blessed you're here. Are you kidding? Sephiroth's getting redemption arc, isn't he? Maybe. Probably not. I mean, like, I think he'll be a more redeemed character. Like, his character will be more complex. You know what I mean? Okay. So we got burning cars here. Trees. I like his very, like, it's still definitely him kind of, you know, the silver pads, you know, like it's like a just a younger version of the same outfit. I like that for him. The sword being like a smaller variant of the sword. Like if Kadaj becomes like an innocent aspect of Sephi's personality. Yeah, so that is actually not a terrible point. Like, although he is kind of a dick, Kadaj is actually kind of cruel and mean. In like, he's not shown off as that antagonistic in Advent Children. A little bit, but like a little bit. It's the kids are all right, and I mean kind of parts of On the Way to a Smile that characterize Kadaj as a little cruel. Like he even gets his name. Like he names himself after Kyrie's friend that died in a fire. Like that's where we get the name Kadaj, which is, I mean, a little bit unhinged. But you're right though. At the end, he has that kind of moment with where like one Cloud shows him some mercy by, you know, kind of grabbing him and holding him in that. And it's that iconic image of him holding him. Uh, and then, you know, the rain coming out, and then he hears a voice and it's Eris, but he calls her mother, you know. So there's this weird pathway through that to some kind of redemption arc. Ugh. I don't like it. Any ideas on what the Crisis Core music choice is hinting at for the Trailer Beyond reunion just dropping? I think they're just trying to show that, hey, we have the Crisis Core portion of the story, you know, kind of ready to pull the trigger on in some way too. He had a childlike cruelty, yeah. 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 I mean, they could go real Kingdom Hearts with all that. Yeah, I think the themes of freedom are more compelling. You know, like the idea of of him breaking the bondage of Genova, and then that being the part of his developmental arc that's more, I guess, not humanizing. Well, I mean, kind of humanizing, but like it's not like a pure redemption in the sense that he becomes, you know, like the Vegeta of this storyline. Like he isn't just going to be like, I'm not expecting this to go in a shonen direction where every villain eventually like teams up against the new big bad. Like I think it's more going to be that he's going to be the master of his own evil, you know. Yeah, and then he has a mage in Sephiroth. Yeah, that's just no. No, thank you. No, thank you. The beloved 11, thank you for the follow. Basically a master of his own destiny away from Gaia and away from Genova. Yeah, Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of what we're getting at. I mean, he's clearly, that's like his end game. His end game has to do seemingly with Cloud, you know, like not just because he's uh you know, uh following him around like an obsessed boyfriend. It's also that he's like clearly angling for something. He seems to be armed with new context, you know, from the future. He's got more, you know, leverage. So he's obviously got an end game. It's even in the trailer. What is Sephiroth's end game? It'd be weird if he didn't have one now, you know? They just tease that. And then there's a bunch of weird stuff about Cloud, you know, teased throughout the game. Uh, you know, most notably the Chadley scene when you beat Pride and Joy, Pride Claude. When you beat Pride and Joy, there's that special cutscene that plays that, you know, basically tells us what's going on. For those of you that don't know, that's like the closest thing to a secret ending in Remake. Is Chadley comes out, says that Cloud's infinite potential helped him break free of his bondage, basically breaking free of Hojo. And like he's like a little digital mini Sephiroth looking guy. Needs Cloud's infinite potential to help him break free. Not at all foreshadowing the idea that Sephiroth might be doing the same thing, which he clearly is, you know. Sephiroth does have like a tragic thing going. And you know, we'll go into that because we're actually to that part of we're to his mental break. You know, like he just had the Genesis scene. I'll get that loaded up. And before, and you know, we'll also go over the changes, the terrible, terrifying changes. Some of them aren't terrible. Some of them are good, actually. Let me get it loaded up. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be back with Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, the Nibelheim incident, brought to you by Schrodingersbabyseal and 3 Angry Cats. I'm catching up on chat here. I see that people are talking about. Do you think Sephiroth is also going to involve Genesis in this new timeline? Or Genesis is going to be involved in the future FF7 game somehow? Since Square released Crisis Core for the audience to know that story. Yeah, and actually I kind of go over it in my latest episode of SEAL Team 7, which honestly I think the Genesis is the mechanism by which Sephiroth is manipulating the timeline. I think that the events at the end of Dirge of Cerberus are literally Genesis, because it says the Genesis is leaving to deal with the threat. You know, that's what the devs have said about that moment. And I believe that threat is Sephiroth. I think Sephiroth overwhelms and I think perhaps accumulates Genesis and Genesis's power, which I think Genesis's power, I think he does eventually garner some kind of favor as the hero of the planet and you know, Minerva's champion, and weirdly Minerva and the Whispers are described in almost an identical manner, that they are the will of the planet. And so I think that mechanically they have a lot of shared DNA. So I think that it is by the mechanism of Genesis by which Sephiroth has shown up in Remake. That the reason he's got, you know, Advent Children length hair instead of Crisis Core length hair. But that's just like my opinion or whatever. CCFF7 has given me so much more clarity and language around the themes of the compilation. I don't think I could possibly be more excited. And it's easy for me to forget how inaccessible Crisis Core has been for so long to people. And so it's a good thing that, you know, it's back. And it's back in such a more accessible way. Let me find this thing. It is save. All right. Then let me load up this other thing. So I have been using the FreeCam mod, and it didn't work natively, so I had to make some adjustments for Crisis Core, and then they patched it and it broke those adjustments, but I readjusted it and I think I've got it. We will find out though. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good, guys. Guys! It's looking good. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I've a time loop. Almost like Dirge's ending is the beginning of FF7R. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So the main villain of FF16 is definitely aliens. I think maybe aliens or like a future society, or that, you know, something really like the Valistia is very separate from like a modern society, or it's some kind of Matrix type thing. I think that's all very much in the realm of possibility. And you could call that alien, you can call it whatever you want. I think though that that doesn't necessarily mean that they are the antagonist. I still kind of think that the antagonist is going to be more the system, you know, like the idea that, you know, we need to commodify power. Like, because, you know, if this is going to be an allegory for nuclear war, making the enemies aliens outside of a system that you're trying to provide social commentary for necessarily undercuts the value of said story. I know that's a huge like branching thing that Lightning Magna got us off on, but that's like sort of what Lightning Magna does. Like you said, Dirge of Cerberus could be an alternate timeline or branching timeline. Yeah. Let's see. Probably not, but yeah. Let's see. Peter Vickers, I know this may be off point, but you are talking about Rebirth. Tears of the Kingdom has been rated E10 plus on Nintendo Store, and Rebirth hasn't even been rated yet. Well, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is coming out like right before Final Fantasy 16, and it's a Nintendo thing. Yeah, I wouldn't expect an ESRB rating from Rebirth until we would get an ESRB. Like, when did we get an ESRB rating for Final Fantasy 16? This month. When does it come out? June. So what does that mean when does that mean we're probably gonna get one for Rebirth? May or June. So I think we're probably okay to relax for that. I think Advent Children branches into two paths. One path DLC and the other is FF7R. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if they will allow us to play Zack at some point. I would be astonished if they didn't. We'll have similar mechanics like materia fusion. Maybe. Forget me. Hi, everyone. Hi. Sly Memo. Fallout 4. Yes. Yes. Actually, there's a pretty good set of Fallout 4 mods that are Final Fantasy 7 related. I really hope materia fusion and more special moves make it into Rebirth. God, I don't want materia fusion in Rebirth. I don't like materia fusion that much. I think that you've got to have like a good balance of like an overwhelming, like you can't overwhelm with the back end system too much, right? Like there's got to be a little bit of there's got to be options, but there's got to be elegance, and I think materia fusion was just a little messy. But knowing how clean remake was, if they were to add materia fusion, I think it would be a lot less of a mess than it is in Crisis Core Reunion, because it just makes like materia becomes so valueless in Crisis Core. Like I have so much materia, it's like kind of meaningless. I have infinite materia in remake as well, but that's because I played the game like sort of in an appropriate amount. But like before I was 100 missions in, I already had too much materia, and I'd already gotten all the materia I needed, and it was just like all kind of, yeah, personally. Common theme in 14 is the real enemy is always the system. Yeah, that's very, very Yoshi P. Interesting, Oppenheimer movie is also coming out, and the recent trailer was like fire. Man, the Oppenheimer movie is coming out on the same day as the Barbie movie, and the Barbie movie looks awesome too. I know you're like, what did he just say? No, I'm serious. The Barbie movie looks like it is avant-garde art piece levels of filmmaking, and that it will be deeply self-reflective and provide like stunning levels of social commentary. Like nobody attached to that project would not be in it. Would not attach themselves to something that's like high-end art house films. I don't know who that movie is for, but it is not teenage girls. And both of those movies look like really good. Like we've got a Greta movie and we've got we've got an incredible set of weird movies coming out. Clive's trying to destroy all the mother crystals, but wouldn't that turn the whole world into a Deadlands? It's unclear whether or not it's like some kind of suicide mission, like he just wants to burn the whole world down, or something. TOTK is May, right? Do you think playable Turks on the table for Rebirth, even if only temporary? I think Cisne might show up or something. Zach will be in Rebirth. Unfortunately, the DMW will come with him. LMAO. I don't know about that. I get what you're saying. I want that OG materia menu. It can be complicated, but once you play with it, it's not bad. I don't think it's complicated at all. I think it's like, it's just, unnecessary. Yeah, the Barbie chili was not at all what I was expected, and I definitely will have to see it. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a double feature day. Why is this year for gaming going so biblical like the names? Give me an example. Oh, did you see the Midgar stage on Chocobo GP? Yeah, we actually talked about that a little earlier, and they're shutting down. This is the last season. And it's no longer a game as service. Judas? Okay, yeah. Sure. I don't know if it's really that rare, Peter. I think almost every year we get probably the same level of biblically named games. Like the Bible influences mythology at a very high level, and it's hard to even think of a game that doesn't reference most of the religions. What did I think of hard mode and reunion? I find it pretty lacking in difficulty because the magic system kind of busted, but also I did compete a bunch of side missions super early on. I agree, actually. I think that most of I think Crisis Core has always had a problem where it was too easy, and that the combat felt a little automatic. However, I would say that the super boss is so painfully broken in hard mode. That might be one of the hardest fights in Final Fantasy. It was kind of up there before, but it is definitely up there now. Like, in order to cheese the fight, the amount of grinding is so absurd. For Minerva, as she went from 20 million HP to 77 million HP. And so if you want to cheese the fight in like 8 minutes, you need roughly 140 million Jill, which is brutal to farm. And like about 20 to 40 million SP. But if you want to do the fight the right way, using attack stance and just maxed out stats, you're looking at a 43-minute fight. And that's if you win. And you will lose a lot. So it's probably the hardest fight in Final Fantasy, in my opinion. Like, you can cheat, like you're forced to cheese a lot of the other fights. Like in close second is Vice, and Vice is a much more fun fight. Vice is probably the most fun you can have in Final Fantasy. Is getting strong enough to beat Vice in Intergrade. Not in Dirge of Cerberus. Yeah, Vice has a gimmick too. Like, dodge to create pressure and then break him and then defeat him when he's broken. That's how you that's the Vice is right, okay? All right. So anyways, this is Crisis Core Reunion.
Activating combat mode.
And
Conflict resolved.
we've got an old save loaded here. And okay, so recap. Genesis just interrupted the Nibelheim scene, and now we came out and monsters have wounded poor Cloud.
Activating combat
and
mode.
Tifa's carrying Cloud, not knowing that it's Cloud.
Oh yeah!
This is one of my favorite maps. I think they just did a really good job remastering it. It looks pretty, you know? It's got a cool aesthetic. I think Nibelheim will look very different, including the Nibel Mountains will look very different in Rebirth. The mountains have a jaggedness to them. Jaggedy Ann. I also changed some of the DOF settings and stuff like that, so if the game looks prettier,
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
it is.
Here we go!
Also,
Resolved.
so the Buster Sword proficiency thing, I was able to get 100%. It ended up being that I had to grind a specific mission for 4 hours to get the final 5% and get barrier break, but that's at a later save. We'll look at that later.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Do I think it'll be a huge dungeon? Man, I hope so.
Conflict
I hope they
resolved.
make a whole thing of Vincent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Vincent's... They really got a lot of pressure to not screw up Vincent in Rebirth. Price of that 5% is steep. Yeah. I think they may have made it easier to get in the patch, though. I'm hearing that colloquially. I can't prove it, though. Alright. Look at him just going so slow. Tifa's so patient here. Look at that. Alright. Do you think this is Tifa's house, by the way?
There's a fork in the mountain trail, and one path leads to a dead end where strange
It's 2
bomb-
stories. Looks nice.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
I wonder what it's like inside this house. What do you think? Oh, it's spacious. Look at that. Vaulted ceilings? Man, it feels great in here. Look at that. That's a nice house. Like, man. It's a $3 million home right here in most of California. Okay. Look at that shit. Any orthopedic underwear? I didn't see any, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I am. I'd listen to this as I slept as a kid. Like the music? Or me pretending that things that are important are important.
Where did you go?
The music is...
What happened?
There is a catharsis to this music.
Sorry, I can't say.
I thought so. I'll ask the townspeople about Sephiroth.
Thank you, Tifa. Tifa's safe. Don't worry.
If
He
only I were
knew.
a soldier. Zack?
Soldier is like a den of monsters. Don't go inside.
I think Caleb sounds great here, by the way.
What happened?
I don't know, man. I thought I knew, but... By the way, do you know Tifa?
Sort of.
Talk to her?
I'm doing my own camera
No.
work.
I'm sensing some issues here. Shouldn't you do something? I'm one to talk.
Yes, Zach.
I'm with soldiers, so fighting's all I do. Sorting things out is someone else's job. What's going on? Who's the enemy? It makes no difference to me!
Okay. Relax.
Hey, Zack. I really like that sword. It's impressive.
Oh, yeah? I'm gonna take it one day.
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real
Remember.
waste. You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
Embrace your dreams, and whatever happens, protect your soldier honor.
This is a symbol of my dreams and honor. No, it's more. That's right. I had almost forgotten. Thank you, Cloud.
Huh?
Right!
It's one of the best exchanges in the game.
I'm gonna crash. Night.
Definitely. I like this little music. I think there's something with that strobe light that is making my camera freak out. Oh, never mind. It's still freaking out. That's okay. I guess my camera just freaks out now. You sleep on T-pose too? It's a good way to be, especially on a on a bed that's like 1/8 of your size. You just let your arms and leggies float free.
Nest egg's gone.
That's right. You took it. You remember? All right. What? Morihinze, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Cloud, if you'd like. Hey, do you want to come over to my house? I want you to try my mom's cooking. The thing is, I haven't been home yet since I've been here. I haven't been able to make up my mind about it, but I decided that I should show my face. But going home alone is a bit uncomfortable, so I was hoping you could join me. Tifa, is he alright? Is that guy alright? I'm a little worried because it looked like he got hurt pretty bad. I'm glad you were there. Thank you, Zach. I had heard of Soldier and how tough they are. I hope we can talk a bit more about Soldier one of these days because there's something I want to ask you. I wonder what that could be. Tifa!
Sephiroth is at Shinra Manor.
Thank you.
Are you talking about that big mansion?
Yes. Shinra's owned it a long time.
So, unfortunately, we're going to have to go to that manor now, and you're going to see the heartbreak. The heartbreak. Breaking news from Red Leather. Here at Red Leather, we have received numerous reports of Genesis sightings. Genesis does indeed live, despite being reported as killed in action. Has he perhaps solved the riddles that surround the gift of the goddess? Genesis can never do wrong, and he deserves our support. Alright.
Hello?
Aerith?
I finally got through.
Yeah. Listen. Now's not the best time. I'll call you later.
No, you don't have to.
Okay. I'll come visit.
I'll be here.
I'll see you. I promise.
He promised by the water tower.
Aerith, I'll be back soon.
Yes, exactly, Stinky Duck. Look at this dude right here. Just like... This guy's so excited about his camera.
To get to Shinra Manor, go up the stairs ahead, then go left. I'll show you.
Yes. Show me. Consul. Working hard at your assignment, I assume. I guess it was longer than we thought it would be. I thought I'd look after Aerith while you were gone, but the Turks were already there guarding her. I don't know why. Anyway, she says the tire came off her flower wagon. Now the thing's useless. I offered to fix it for you, but she refused. She's waiting for you to come back and fix it, so hurry up and get back here already. Dude, I made her 3 flower carts, okay? Use any of the other ones. Alright? Use the one that you made fun of. Use the Shinra one. Has anyone tried butter tea? Yeah. I can fight too. Sephiroth, I don't get him at all. Is everyone in Soldier like him? Oh, and are there any blonde guys in Soldier? Well, it's just a dream. Any girl would love to have a blonde soldier guy to protect her when she's in a pinch. Well, it's no good just waiting for my blonde knight shining armor to show up, so I've started learning how to fight myself. My teacher tells me I've got a knack for it. It's been so sweet to see Zangan.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Genesis was blonde once. I love how people email like it's their thoughts and don't just backspace. Well, I know. Yeah, but anyways. Yeah, you can delete that, bro. So here we are. Here we are. The Nibel Mansion. And it happened this morning. They patched them all out. They patched them all out. Getty Images is gone. Look. It's this shit now. Look at that. There's some dumb lighthouse. Look at this. Dumb cave. Look, no more Yosemite. This is a dumb cave. Oh, but what about Jesus? They wouldn't take away Jesus, would they? Bro, no. 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 Jesus is gone. Right before Christmas, they deleted Jesus. Now it's just like... Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I can tell what they did. So what they did is they used probably something like what I'm doing. And then just ran it through a filter. Like, this is the outside of the Nibel Mansion. They ran it through like an AI filter. Or like an iPhone filter or something. Just to make it... And then if not, then they just used stuff that was so obscenely generic scenery-wise that it could be passed off as part of this world. I know. It's devastating. So, yeah. And I mean, like, this was Paris. This is a picture of Paris. Now it's just like the Nibel Mountain Path. Just a travesty, you know? Yeah, like, here's just like, that's just the town. So, now you may be asking yourself, who's responsible for this travesty? Well, I would like to say that if I hadn't have said something, somebody else would have been my place. You know? Because other people discovered this, I'm sure, you know? Thought it noteworthy. But I was in fact told directly by Square Enix that because I did point this out to them before because I was just like, I knew I was going to post it right at launch. I knew I was going to post a tweet that, hey, look, Getty Images in here. And then, oh, look, Jesus is here. I knew I was going to post that at launch when the embargo lifted. So I did just run it by my guy. Obviously. You know? And I also ran him the voice glitch too. So they've known about the voice glitch and the Getty Images thing for like since November, you know. And so they've been working on the patch for a little bit. I didn't know that they would patch it because I told them about it. But and you know, somebody else probably would have told them about it. So don't blame me unless you want to. Oops. I just skipped through his dialogue. That's okay. He's just telling me the Sephiroth is this way. I have new mail from Luxier. That's how you pronounce this. It's not Luxieri. It's Lugier. So Lugier. Hello again, Zach. I heard you were on an assignment with Sephiroth. I remember you were trying to get in touch with him. So I'm guessing you can finally talk to him now. I also heard Sephiroth hand-picked you for this assignment. With the main soldier first gone missing, Sephiroth not being the type to look after subordinates, I'm thinking it's you who's going to lead us. You're moving up the chain. I'm following you until the end, Zach. You're a good man. You're just doing your job. Yeah, nobody paid me for this. So never again. I'm never telling him this shit again. No, no, it obviously benefits me. I'm totally joking. I think so. I think that these images, I'm not sure they just, I don't know if they actually made these images in a jiffy, or if they just never rolled them out. And it seems like it could be either. You know, I almost forgot. Please don't tell anyone, soldier, that I asked about the blonde guy, okay? Okay? Don't worry. I won't. I won't narc on you, Tifa. But not because I don't want to. I am Zach, a noted narc. Several side quests require me to narc on Wutai spies, and I do it like a fascist narc that I am. But I'm not gonna do it this time. Why? Because I don't know anybody that's blonde and soldier. Because Cloud ain't in soldier, bro.
The underground passage door was unlocked. Maybe Sephiroth went underground?
Maybe. Perhaps indeed. Let's look what's underground, guys. Those two are weirdos. Many spies were blown. Yeah. Zach is a narc. Thank you. Thank you, Fletcher Moose.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Activating wombat mode. Oh, let's look. Let's look. There should be a wonder in here. I know what's in all the other ones, so we're just gonna look at the one that has Vincent in it.
It won't open. Are you telling me that this coffin needs a key?
Yeah, bruh. Oh, no you don't.
Who's that?
Oh, don't try and hide the truth from me. I'll look inside. Aw, empty coffin. Could have been such a sweet, sweet opportunity to just show off Vincent.
Fast asleep. I should probably leave him alone.
The symbol on the coffin looks like an ovary. It does. It does. But a lot of like fleur-de-lis and paisley does look like that. But no, you're right. It definitely has a Rorschach vibe for sure. Unless it's upside down. And now it looks kind of like... Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. Get upside down ovary. Okay.
Activating combat mode.
Let's go back to the Seven Wonders kid. Be like, yo, dog. It was just a sleeping guy in a coffin in the basement. I don't know why you're all freaked out about it. It's just the weirdest possible thing that it could be. Next Seven Wonder, please. Looks like a water drops smiling. It does!
Bring it on.
That's, yeah.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
You know I don't know how to type. It's 4:50. Is it 4:50 a.m. where you are, Dango Jin? Bro. Bro. I don't deserve you. You know that? It's 4:50 somewhere. It's 4:50 in where Dango is. I'm not gonna tell people where you're at.
We welcome.
Oh look, it's not Claudia. I'll tell you, the gentleman and just overall lore goblin, Gene 123, Gene GL 123, the one that makes the Willem Dafoe gifs. I don't think there's anything that made him more happy than like hard confirmation that this wasn't Claudia. Because he got into it with somebody, and I don't see Gene doing this often. He's typically outside of, he's above Twitter drama. But he really held somebody to it. Like somebody's like, that's for sure Claudia. He's like, no. I will not yield. That is not Claudia. Alright. Anyways, we were talking to the Seven Wonders kid.
Some guy was just sleeping there?
Yeah.
So it was just loud snoring?
Do not minimize that there was a fucking guy sleeping in a coffin.
Could this be a new wonder? So the sixth wonder is an old legend called the Treasure Within
It's
the
5:52
Flames.
p.m. here.
But I don't have any
Same
other
here,
information
Lightning
right
Magna.
now. Sorry, this one's kind of tough. I'm gonna look into it a little more. So, can you just hold tight for now?
Yeah, I'll try. West Coasters. Yeah. No, it's true. I live in your backyard, Lightning Magna. I'm behind you. Turn around. Oh, that's the tent you were wondering? Yeah. You can see all the lights? I turned off the strobe light. I was trying not to disturb you.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna
Activating
go.
combat mode.
We're gonna watch the Nibelheim.
Conflict resolved.
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
incident. It's the core of the crisis. Of all the crises. The crises. Crises core. That's gonna be the name of the sequel. Crises core. That would be the most infuriating title. Remake Part 3 Recrisis, yes. I am currently leaning towards Return
Activating combat
for
mode.
the third title, by the way.
Bye now. Oh no, you don't.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah. Revenge. That'd be a good one too. What if they just called it part 2? Like they called it was like Final Fantasy VII Remake, then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, then Final Fantasy VII Part 2. That would be amazing. Like, no, this is the sequel. You guys kept trying to say that the remake was the sequel. And yeah, there's time travel, but like, listen. This is part 2. Final Fantasy VII Rihanna. Yeah. Yeah. What was I thinking? Enter facility. Okay. Take a little, just very quick break before we actually do this. Don't leave, people. I know that I'm playing video games now, but I promised to talk throughout. So we're still talking about video games. There'll just be a video game in the background. You know what I mean? We're still talking about lore and stuff, and we can talk about theories. And if you have a theory and it's really good, you should post it in chat. And then I will tell you that it's not good. Hi guys. Welcome back. How's everybody doing? I didn't lose too many of you during the break. That's nice. Okay, so we're gonna enter the facility now.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer, a life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Genova, I see. MEGL.
NEGL.
1977. Genova verified as an ancient. MEGL. 9/13/1977. Genova project approved. Mako Reactor 1 authorized for use. My mother's name, Genova. The Genova project. Is it coincidence? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me?
I love
Why did you die?
his performance here. Is perfect. I like the soft-spoken. I also like, so that's interesting. So they speak. So for people that don't know what what NEGL is, it's their calendar format, and it's in Greek. So it's actually Nu, Epsilon, Gamma, Lambda, which is cool. That they actually said it out loud, I was kind of surprised. Let's look at how much of that book can we see? Encyclopedia Shinra, Volume 7. Okay, look at that. Shinra Library. Planetary record. The logo on the front is interesting too. There's already more interesting stuff in these books than the entire library in Remake. God, what a missed opportunity that library is. And this is obviously nonsense. Something like Lorem Ipsum. And you know what's weird? You look at the light fixture. That light fixture matches. Does it? No. But it's similar. And that is interesting looking. That looks familiar. And it's got 8 sides. It's almost an octagon. Weird.
Leave me be. Leave me be. Leave me be. Leave me be.
No. Just talk. I just want to talk.
Leave me be.
I think you need to come outside, bro. Just let's touch some grass together. It's gonna be alright. It looks like the
From
sectors,
that
yeah.
day, Sephiroth shut himself inside Shinra Manor. And continued to review documents.
But with the
like a
central
man
sector.
possessed.
It reminds me of Yggdrasil, too.
The lights in the basement never went out once.
And on the 7th day. Oh no.
My mom is still in there. Please, help her.
It'll be close to zero visibility in
I guess
there.
I should help her.
Can I do this? My guess, I have about a minute. That's tough.
Go save her.
All right, wait here. I'm going in.
You can do it, Zach. No. Oh no.
Found you.
Okay, we're gonna pause it. Is there anything in here? What? She's in there. Look at that. They actually did it. Okay. Let's see if I can,
Your son's waiting outside. I'll get you out. You just need to hold on.
It doesn't let me move independent. Okay. Oops. Oh, she's gonna die. We're gonna die. Okay, we made it. I tried to make that more dramatic than it needed to be.
Thank you, mister.
You're welcome.
You saved my mom, my treasure, out of the flames.
Out of the flames?
Who is Zach telling that to?
My mom? My treasure?
Us. The player.
What's wrong?
Or Cloud.
I'm thinking this was the sixth wonder.
Huh? The treasure within the flames is my mom? That's it. It has to be. Yeah, it's not a wonder at all, but I'm satisfied. Okay, on to the next wonder. Yeah, it's the seventh and last.
Bro.
No, the seventh wonder can wait.
Yeah.
You have to take care of your mom first.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, but let me repay you.
Sephiroth.
Oh, there he is. He's being real patient, waiting for me. Look at that. Let's just look at him blink. Come on, blink. Oh, there you go. He's a very infrequent blinker. You notice that? Like, how is he surprised that maybe there's something a little bit off about him? Like, has he ever looked in the mirror and noticed, hey, it's weird that I have cat eyes? What's that all about?
Yes, I'm coming for you.
That delivery was a little meh. This scene, I bet, will be really rad in Rebirth.
How could you? Sephiroth, how could you?
They better crank their foreboding music.
Out of the way.
Yeah, the music doesn't land real well here.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Because they have no like cinematic music. All the music is just like background while cinematics play.
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's totally gonna be fine when I get here. Like, what could go wrong?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode.
Here we go. Gonna love this.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
The ambient occlusion's actually really good here. The beams of light coming through. It's pretty good. Oh no. She's fine. Let me in. She's fine. Alright. I guess we'll look.
Did Sephiroth do this to you?
Hate you. Shinra, Soldier, and you. I hate you all!
Oh no. Actually, that was a really good performance. Oh, look at that. He needs a door.
Mother, let's take back the planet together. I had an epiphany.
Did you?
Let's go to the Promised Land. Mother.
Sephiroth! Why did you kill the townspeople? Why did you hurt Tifa? Answer me, Sephiroth!
Mother, they're here again. You should have ruled this planet. You were stronger, smarter.
Let's take a look. Well, the Genova doll looks great. At least we can say that the Genova doll looks like we would hope. But Jenova herself, they cheaped out on the head. They just used the remake model, which was missing a head, on account of Sephiroth cutting it off. And the texture is not super high res for this, so you can't see the NEGL, but it is there. And it does match the remake model. It's just the remake model, but lower poly, same texture level. There's that weird little thing, this bizarre appendage shape. This bizarre appendage shape is all over the Whisper Harbinger, by the way. These little branches, you can see it all over the Whisper Harbinger in chapter 18 in remake. So, like, to the point where it's downright reused. So I think there's definitely significance to that. But yeah, this is a huge travesty that they didn't show her face. I hope they will in Rebirth. I think they will. I think because that's actually being overseen by the creative team, as opposed to a company that's just remastering.
But then they came. Those inferior dullards. They came and took this planet away from you. But don't be sad, Mother.
Yeah, just chill.
I am with you now. We meet at last, Mother.
And could have been such a cool reveal.
Sephiroth! What the hell happened to you?
The censorship is a real problem. I agree.
Sephiroth! I trusted you!
I like that there's this convenient plateau for a large boss fight that they just added for Crisis Core. There's a date here. It's hard to make out.
Activating combat mode.
How about this?
But it's 1968.
Taking you down a peg. Oh, no, you don't. Here we go.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll let him pull it again, because his ability's cool.
Traitor.
Sweet Octoslash.
You will pay.
Summon. Yeah.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, even in hard mode, the base game is too easy. That's why Remake's hard mode was so well done.
No.
You could never fully overpower.
I once knew.
I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to rule this planet.
No, it's the founding day of it's when I think they discovered 1968 has an important date associated with it. I'll have to check the timeline, but I think it's when the company built the first reactor, or maybe when they were founded. If I'm driven to the edge.
Activating combat mode.
This'll do.
And this is the exact same version of One-Winged Angel. Let's look around. It's a very ton of Star Wars vibes. This version too has the same string instrument that's used in the Rebirth trailer. In 1968. Yeah, see that's NEGL. Yeah, it's got Vader vibes. Okay. Alright, we'll just
This'll do. Gonna love this. Here we go.
Conflict resolved.
See a slice of his hair come off. That's right. You're weak, Zach. Mysteriously pre-rendered scene. Some scenes were pre-rendered in the PSP version to save space. That was one of them. There's no need to pre-render this to save space in this game. It just kind of shows you how much of a remaster this is. Blah! Oof, that looks painful. Let's take a look. Total flesh wound, look at that. And yes, there's blood smoke now. Aww. Taking care of Tiefers. It's weird that his body held together this well. You know? He's like just limping.
How dare you?
Cloud. Finish Sephiroth off.
Yeah. You can do it.
Sephiroth!
Man, Cody clues. It's such an epic scene right there. Too bad the music is just terrible.
Don't test me. No. Impossible.
Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, that's a shot right there. Look at that. This is a shot of the game. That's cool. Yeah, he's a little off the ground, but you know, can't see that from here. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Just batter up. Just big swing there, buddy. Look at that. He's like, whoa. He looks impressed with himself and a little surprised. It's like, who is my father? That's what he's thinking in this moment. I can't believe I've done this. Chadley's going to be so impressed several years from now. Okay. Now we're just looking at the back of his skull. See if we can get a real creepy one. Yeah. 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 Look at those blue eyes. Not a drop of Mako in that. That's just all-American Cody right there. Cody's in a show called All American. I'm not making an assumption that Cloud is American in a fictional world. For the record. Just wait until Big Brothers Lazard and Rufus hear about this. This is a great scene. Just
Cloud.
like, oh.
You did it.
Now it's sleepy time.
This one here. Intriguing.
Let's look.
Most intriguing. He'll make a fine test subject.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Cloud. And then there's just no Zack. Alright, he became invisible. Oh, look at that. That's quite... No. Yes.
You call yourself soldier? You tarnish the soldier name.
Angeal!
Angeal!
Wait!
Alright. I'll admit I'm not a big fan of the way Zach says Angeal, but I don't know if I ever was. It's not a word that comes off the tongue naturally. Angeal! What the hell are you doing, Angeal? I'm gonna redub the game with that voice.
Those wings. I want them too.
So, also, a mod is in the works for the old voices. And, like, honestly, they're going to use voice replacement to try and do it, but they don't even have to. We found out that the original C++ that this game is built upon is almost entirely intact underneath the surface of Unreal Script. And so, if an appropriate decompiler is loaded, it'll just play the audio. Which is why when they didn't inject one of Kaylee Mills's lines for Cisne, and that caused the glitch. It's a weird thing. Three years in the tubes. 4 years in the tubes, I believe, and then 1 year on the road somehow. Failed case number 1. Soldier, first class. Summary. Desired effect did not occur. Strong tolerance to Genova cells due to soldier conditioning assessed as cause. So he rejected the Genova cells. And even though we have... So there's a little bit of tag that goes on. We don't actually... There is a case that could be made that Cloud's description of what a soldier is does not accurately describe all soldiers. It is possible that Zach does not have Genova cells in him. And, but I think he does have some that they're just not pure S cells. And there's in-game reasons I have for believing that, but there is actually a little bit of a point to be made, a contentious point to be made about Genova cells and Zach. But regardless, he rejected the Reunion Project's Genova cells. And we find out in Picturing the Past, which is like a side novel that came out with the World Preview book, that the Reunion Project was a separate project of Hojo, where he specifically used S cells on Genova clones, or on the people that would eventually become Genova clones, by targeting people that had succumbed to Mako poisoning. So he would target people that were poisoned by Mako and then put S cells in them, and that they would become Reunion clones, just hungry for Sephiroth's will to be enacted. Failed case number 2. Shinra infantrymen. Weak tolerance to Genova cells led to toxicosis. Lack of response to outside stimuli suggests severe system damage. Recovery highly unlikely. Well, that's just bad science. All right. almost a year. Zarin 1. Researcher's Diary number 1. Here I am, banished to this remote country town. I came all excited about participating in Professor Hojo's top secret experiment. But now they tell me the procedure is already ended? They won't even tell me what the procedure was. What am I doing here then? Well, as long as I work under Hojo, there's a chance to move up, so I'll have to be patient. Yeah, man. Zack, where are you? Sephiroth set the whole village on fire. Tifa and her dad went chasing after him. We've got to stop them. Thanks to dead soldier operative. The recent string of destruction has thus far been pinned on an anti-Shinra group, but new findings point to Genesis, the soldier operative who was supposedly killed in action. It's being tied to all the incidents. Sector 6! Sector 6! How's it going, buddy? I saw you call somebody a child on Twitter earlier, and it made me happy. I don't know what the context was. I'm assuming it was some nonsense regarding, I don't know, shipping or whatever. Just chilling playing Tactics Ogre? Tic-Tac Ogre? Yeah, Weirdo Claudius. Fair enough. My people. Yeah, man. It's wild on Twitter, you know? Elon, you know? Kanye. It's weird. It's weird out there. Did you know that Loveless was important? Sector 6? Apparently, Loveless is a big deal. Some believe Loveless may hold the key to solving the mysteries behind this violent string of events. It might. It might for sure. I'm just in the Nibel mansion. Sadly missing.
Let's go.
The best parts of the game. My Bloody Valentine? Yeah, that was an alright album. It's kind of mid, to be honest. No, it wasn't. It was good. Good within the context of its release.
Let me go and take a look around.
I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll just say I'm not a fan of that particular sound. I like the genre, but not their use of it. Flying Soldier Man, dead or alive. Unidentified flying objects are being reported from every town and borough. Witness accounts point to several common traits and lead to the conclusion that it is, in fact, Angeal! Angeal's death was thought to be certain after Zack had inherited Angeal's Buster Sword. So what could these sightings mean? Have reports of the highly regarded soldier member's death been greatly exaggerated? It's a reference to the Lost World, Mike Crichton. Reports of my death have been exaggerated. It's the whole S thing. Anyways. Shinra perfected the technology of bringing back the dead. This reporter has committed to bringing you the truth, no matter how sinister it may be. Charlie. Hey, you got thoughts on this? Come here, bud. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, huh? Mm-hmm. No? Okay. You just want to be at a distance and meow at me, that's fine. Shoegazy. Yeah. Necromancy. Can't wait for Angeal to come back and rebirth and reclaim the Buster Sword. 11-10 Chad move. Yeah, man, I'm here for it. My dad made this. Yeah, I hope they give... Yeah. And then they can give Cloud a different weapon. And Zack a different weapon. They could give Zack, like... let's see, what could they give him? You could give him a pair of daggers. Give Cloud... Let's see, what's the most annoying weapon? What's like a weapon you see that somebody has in Final Fantasy? You're like, oh... this character sucks. Oh, a megaphone. There's just no Kate Sith. And it's just... Cloud has the megaphone. Yeah. Yeah. See, this game is going to be so well loved. Okay.
Activating combat mode.
Later.
Later.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we can look at the Getty imageless paintings. These new boring paintings that don't have Jesus in them. We continue to receive reports of Angeal sightings. Contained in this update is the most credible information we can deliver to our former club members. A large man believed to be Angeal was spotted in the church near the slums. Sitting alongside him was a woman wearing a white one-piece dress. Could it be that our Angeal is seeking sanctuary? Probably.
Good. Now it's safe.
Nachtflugel. What did the new patch change? It got rid of the cool paintings in the Nibel mansion, and it fixed the voice actor glitches so that they're back to the new voice actors.
You stay here. I'll go take a look inside.
Rick Gomez has officially been erased. Upcoming secret event. Special edition of Loveless. It's 5 pages. Why do we need special editions of 5 pages? And one of them is a title page that says Loveless on it. Researcher's Diary number 2. The town was apparently set on fire intentionally. No one has filled me in on the details, but it seems the other researchers who came to town with Professor Hojo all perished in the fire. That's why I was sent here. Now, only Professor Hojo and I will be working on the project. What a thrill it is to actually witness one of Professor Hojo's experiments firsthand. The apparently... Okay, so no one has filled me in on the details, but it seems the other researchers who came to town with Professor Hojo all perished in the fire, which chronologically puts Professor Hojo in Nibelheim during the Nibelheim incident. But where are you at, though? I mean, he's certainly there to pick up the pieces. Probably just chilling right outside of town, like, shit's gonna get whack in 5, 4, 3, 2, and okay, let's go collect the bodies. I'm Hojo. Peace out. Personnel announcement 0210. This is an official notification. The status of the following personnel: Sephiroth, Soldier First Class, killed in action. Zack Fair, Soldier First Class, killed in action. 2 infantrymen were also killed in action. Well, that can't be true. On account of me being alive here. Anyways, look at these new pictures. They're all just like pictures of Nibelheim. Zach fan club. Continued running the fan club after Zach's untimely death, but we have had to disband due to financial reasons. That's right, Zach don't pay the bills. And that's okay, because I needed all of that money to defeat Minerva. We would like to share one last quote from a woman who had a close relationship with Zach. My wagon broke, so I'm going to use a basket to sell flowers. I hope you can join me when you're back from your tour. She must not have heard what happened, which makes her comments all the more poignant. Our thanks to go out to all 109,348 members out there. It's a lot of people. May Zach always live within our hearts. Today we have a message from our chairwoman that we would like to share with our members. Sephiroth will never die. As long as I live, so will he. At least in our minds, but fret not, because I have a plan. I shall let you know when it comes to fruition. You can look forward to that day, Chairwoman H. Her style of writing is rather stiff, but her message is encouraging. See you next time. Tell me they're lying. Consul. Got an announcement from General Affairs that you were killed in action. Those announcements are never true, are they? Where are you? What are you doing? What did you have to do for the company to reclassify yourself as a dead man? Let me help you out if you're in a jam. Talk to me. I'll be waiting. Consul seems like a straight up dude, you know? Oh, let me go get the... So here we have these boring paintings, like a boring cave. Remember when it used to be like the UK? Researcher's Diary number 5. Shocking news. Professor Hojo is returning to the head office tomorrow. They say I'm the overall supervisor of the project now. But who am I supervising? I have no staff. Nobody has given me a timeline for when I get to go back either. Come on, let me go home. No.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Give me that gill.
Hey, this'll be useful. Yeah, I can put this on him.
Yeah. Gene! We mentioned you earlier. We talked about how excited you were that it was at Claudia.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Look at these trash paintings. Look at this trash right here. It was like just garbage. Used to be works of true art and religious inspiration. For what? Also looks like deer are canonical, you know? That's good. Alright, I already know that. I already did this. Bro, I already did that. I'm gonna do it again. I don't remember what it was, though. I'm not doing it again. Okay. Alright, let's look here. The process of rebuilding the incinerated town has begun. The construction is somehow being overseen by the Turks. I would have thought city planning would be in charge of that, but some ponytailed Turk has been coming around asking to speak to Professor Hojo. But he routinely turned away. He refuses to say what he wants to see him about. Leave the professor be, Turk. He has important work to do. Listen to this fucking Elon simp right here. God. Okay. Charles. 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 Bro, look at this trash. Look at this trash. God. Alright.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved.
I hear you, Charlie. Charlie. Meow.
Okay. Looks like it's all clear. I'll be right back. Don't worry.
Yeah, Cody even nails the little grunts like that, you know? Even better. The Wonder Hunter. The last wonder. Hey, mister. It's been a long time. How are you? Me and my mom ran away from the village when the fire spread, but when we came back after a really long time, everything in the village was back to normal. How could that be after such a nasty fire? Also, there was no one there that I recognized. Fake people, fake buildings. It's all Shinra's fault, isn't it? I hate them! But you were always nice to me, so I left you a thank you gift. There's a treasure hidden somewhere in the village. Hope you find it. Guess we never got to go around finding all 7 wonders. But we can call the village itself the last wonder, can't we? We can, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit of a letdown. The 7 wonders were the friends we made along the way. You know what would be crazy? Is if Evan, Townsend's mom, was the one that got sent to replace the 7 Wonders boy's mom, and Evan was supposed to be the 7 Wonders boy of rebuilt Shinra. He decided not to go with his mom. He was an ops donut. Little Shinraling. Evan also is a child of President Shinra.
That should do it.
Were you able to see if they fixed that old Angeal voice clip in Chapter 2? No. That's how I say Angeal now, by the way. Angeal! It's a really good Caleb impression. No, I'm not going to go back to that chapter, Gene. Somebody else can do it. I hate that chapter. Who's the waitress, though? It's the only way to say it, and that's true.
What's going on? The whole town was in flames.
No, it was a red herring.
After them! It's the professor's samples! You really think you can catch me? Think again. Cloud! Oh no. No way! I'm never going back!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Hey. They're just trying to drag Cloud.
Activating combat mode.
How heavy is Cloud? You know? He's like 5'7". Why don't just 2 of them grab Cloud and run? And the other ones... Oh, that guy came from nowhere. That adds weight, the Mako poisoning. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Bye. Bye.
Oh, not feeling good.
Oh no. Alright, Charles wants back in. He decided against it.
This is bad. I'd better fall back. It's daytime, and we're still a little weak. Should we rest till dark? Cloud. Is this Mako poisoning? Hey, Aunt Jill. Can I not save anyone? Right. First, let's change.
Missed the secret ending, guys.
Those Mako-soaked clothes will definitely not help you get back on your feet. I found something good back there. This may smell bad, but desperate times.
That's right. Hey, take care, Sector 6. Oh, look at him.
Looks pretty good on you. They're tiny, but you have lots, right?
That's right. Want to hear?
How many you got?
23?
Write them down, so I don't forget.
I have 23 tiny wishes. But you probably won't remember them all. So, I put them all together into one. I'd like to spend more time with you.
You're gonna get to spend a lot of time with me in Rebirth.
Cloud. I have to go to Midgar. You want to come with me?
The scene in Japanese dub is incredible. It's pretty good in English.
This won't be easy.
Activating combat
Heads
mode.
up! Take that! Here we go! Ha!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
It looks so much better at night, by the way. Let's go in the buildings. Wouldn't it be wild if they actually like did something useful and put something interesting in here? General store. Or like rendered the countertops, but alright, let's look at me in. There's just a terrier stamp here. That would fuck me up so bad.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Did I shave my beard? No, the old one was just a fake. Yeah, I shaved my beard. Yeah, this track is one of the better tracks. You can't fool me. Zach, where could you possibly be? Let me know if you're reading this. You've gone missing since your mission with Sephiroth. Do you have anything to do with Sephiroth being killed in action? I heard rumors about something going down in Nibelheim. Are you there right now? What they're not telling us. The village... What they're not telling us. Sephiroth is reported as killed in action, but there's been no word on how or where he died. When our investigative team went to N, the village rumored to be where Sephiroth died, it was an abnormally heightened state of alert. We were finally able to sneak in, only to be faced with residents who seemed to know absolutely nothing about the incident. Their blank expressions did not indicate they were lying, but their speech lacked the accent indigenous to the region. What could these changes to the village signify? I wish there was an accent. I have a plan, Zach. How have you been all this time? I was so worried about you. Please tell me where you are. I'll come and get you. In fact, let's put on an act for everyone, okay? If you let me catch you, it would score me a promotion for sure. Then with my newfound authority, I might be able to spare your life. Please, just tell me where you are. Bro, no. That's
okay.
got trap all
We're leaving
over
town.
it. Yeah, let's leave town.
Come on now.
Come on now. Lucier's got snitch vibes, doesn't he?
Damn it. It never ends.
When do you think we'll see the next Rebirth trailer? I think the next time we hear about it is gonna be early next year. But trailer? Probably E3, yeah. Like full trailer. Oh yeah, the best part of the game, the sniper minigame. Dude.
It's not really soldier-esque, but oh well. Can I use it though? Auto assist system, huh?
Dude, Zach is such a Shinra simp. Corpo fascist narc. This sucked even then? Yeah, dude. This sucks so bad. I love the just a wild aim.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, and then there's just sniper rifles just left about. Let's enhance the sniper rifle. Let's do attack power 1, steady aim, and then I'll kill more stuff for...
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
We'll enhance it again. Oh, 3 escaped? Oops. Oh, good. Okay, I'm just out. I'm leaving, dude. I don't give a shit. We're going.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
I'm so resentful at this lighthouse. Not only is it the weirdest part of the game, like, and here's the Nibel Mountains from afar, by the way, and you can tell they look way different in Rebirth. Like, they're a different shape. Let's come look at the lighthouse, though. But this lighthouse also is the reason why we don't have Getty images anymore. Someone just took a picture of this dumb lighthouse and took away an iconic piece of Shinra history in
Activating combat mode.
real world England.
Conflict
Okay,
resolved.
but we're almost to the part where they fix the voice thing. So we're gonna get through that, and then I'm gonna call it. Bro, I don't care. I already got this trophy. I don't give a shit.
Activating
Y'all
combat
can
mode.
Out of the way. Later.
Conflict resolved.
The end.
We're gonna be eating some hair. Eating
Activating
hair, boys.
combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Where do I go from here? Can't do much when I've got Cloud to worry about. And Jill, what should I do?
Hey, Cisne. Been a while.
Zach. The fugitive sample. Is it you?
It would appear so.
What did they do to you in that place?
Well, this and that. So, Cisne, you're here to take us back, right?
Please, just walk away. I thought we could outrun the army. But the Turks are a different story.
Nobody knows Cisne's real name.
Zach. I'm sorry.
You want me to free cam the moon?
This is my job.
Okay.
If you want to escape, you have to.
We're missing the action.
Step back. Next time, I'll really have to.
There's a stamp on that moon. I think you're right, Bean.
The Turks are here too.
Okay,
It's
here
too
we go.
dangerous to move now. We'll rest here until morning. Then we'll leave at dawn. We'll be all right. Sisney.
Wait. He's the other sample they collected at Nibelheim.
Why did you come here?
They
I told
fixed
you to
it.
go away.
He doesn't look well, Zach. Is he alright?
Mako poisoning.
It sounds better,
Severe case.
actually, because it doesn't sound weird.
He experiments, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey!
Sung? I've lost the target.
Oh no.
That's how it is. So get away safely.
Sisney. Thank you.
Here's a present. If you think you can trust me, then use it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Shinra makes good stuff.
By the way, guys, you know what that is? That's right. That's Cosmo Canyon. It's easy to miss, but that's it. Yeah, that's Cosmo Canyon. Let's see how close we can get. God. Oh man. Yeah, progress here is slow. Let's see if I can speed it up. Love the BGM as we get closer. I know it's so hype. Come on, camera. Don't let me down now. It usually fuzzes out by now when I get this far from stuff, but I disabled the DOF and there's like an there's a bunch of Unreal filter flags that you can put in the engine.ini. Okay, so it's pretty bare bones. We got some, looks like wind turbine. We've got a legit UFO right here. Bro. Dude, it's a UFO. Guys. Yeah. It might be a satellite, okay, but it's unidentified right now, and it's flying, and it is in fact an object, okay? A little moon right there. Oh, look at that. It's cool. All right. Oh, and we even got a great, like, look at that blink. Look at that. Look at him. He's so excited. It's like, I'm on a bike. Yeah. All right. Nibelheim, 60K. 60,000 kilometers. Sucker kick. Dick move.
My hair! Stop pulling! When the war of the beasts brings about the world's end, the goddess
Bugenhagen is just up there
descends
looking
from the
at us, going,
sky.
just shaking his head. Like, this is dumb.
Wings of light and
That
dark
motherfucker's
spread
gonna eat
afar.
his hair.
She guides us to bliss, her gift everlasting.
You think he's watching Real Housewives? Yeah, that's probably true.
You were a test subject in Hojo's new experiment. A modified version of Genova's power runs through you.
What? Seriously?
Num 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 num.
No way. He just ate my hair.
Your cells will be my gift of the goddess. The degradation will cease.
Yo,
You
DNA works
are
so weird
twisted.
in this game.
The monster has been
Like, it
harvested
changes your
and
clothes.
can be discarded.
You're the monster.
Legend shall speak of sacrifice at world's end. The wind sails over the water's surface, quietly but surely.
Let's see what those road signs say. So, Cosmo Canyon. Is... Yeah, I mean, it's right there, so obviously makes sense. Oh no. Like, now, regardless of what's going on with the hair, it was enough to change this guy's form. So Zach has some kind of, you know, Genova cells. Something in him that might make this happen. Or you could just say that this is like a, I don't know, like a
Activating combat mode.
implementation of Zach's rejection of Genova cells. It's this bizarre She Eliminator transformation. Maybe. Do I think Gact is in the studio right now doing voiceover work for Rebirth? I think probably most of the voiceover work for Rebirth is already done. I think if he's doing any voiceover work, or anybody doing voiceover work, is probably for part 2 at for part 3 at this point.
Tell
I think if anything, what they might be recording in English. They might be recording changes and fixes, callbacks, ADR. Okay, I want to point this out. Shade MP actually pointed this out. This is a really cool detail, and then I'm gonna call it. This is something you cannot see in the game, but it is here. Look at this. Dinosaur skeleton. And this is in the original too. In the game files, if you pull up the Gungaga area map, you get this. That's cool, huh? dinosaur, bro. Anyways. Or behemoth bones. Yeah, something. I don't know. Just some kind of dinosaur. Giant monster bone. Could be something like the heavy tank, yeah. Okay. So with that, let's actually call it, and let's raid. You know, Very Finny is playing Crisis Core right now. Let's raid her and see how she's liking it. I hope you had fun, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay, we're raiding. I want all of us over there, okay? Let's all be like super nice. Let's follow, subscribe. Don't spoil anything. All right. Bye, guys.